Hope I don't trouble you too much. You are already in the morning. You are so many lectures you heard. So much early, very early. Also you got up and all. But we'll try to make it. This session you'll enjoy because lot of things are moving here. This is a video playing kind of session. This is, but very important lessons to learn. Let us begin by prayers. Mama Jnana Timanandasya Jnana Anjana Shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. I thank our Devan God Hari Prabhu. He has spoken about the part 1 of this. These 3 C's which actually are binding us in this world. The first one is conditions. Conditions talk about the kind of body what we have got. It requires a specific temperature, specific place. We have to live on land. Some have to live in the water only. So which practically not much we will be able to change. So like he might have also spoken about the science of spirit soul Krishna, fully Sachidananda, and a doll, completely material. We are in between, external metal body with a spirit soul in between, right? Okay. So this you might have spoken very well. And also at the end, you are seeing some of the videos, now we are going to talk about something pertaining to conditioning. Conditioning means it's a habit which we actually cultivate ourselves. So now in today morning also you are having every day, if you chant, then also you cultivate a habit. But that is a good conditioning. It's a good conditioning what you are trying to you get conditioned to. But there are some bad conditionings also, which will actually trouble us a lot. So those bad conditionings are divided into 3 parts in that sense. So they are, in the first one, so their first one, they are called vrittis. They are vrittis. Vrittis means very small bad habits. Like some people have a habit of biting the nails. They cultivate it. Conditioning, you understand now? It is after we come here, we get habituated to them. Some small bad habits like biting the nails, eating the chewing gum and putting under the bench, littering the papers here and there. So these are called small conditionings. They are called vrittis. They are not so harmful. But there are little more grave conditionings. They are called vasanas. Like now vrittis can be compared to like on the ocean water. You see, because of the air moving, the small ripples you will see. Vrittis can be compared to like that. And there are grave ones. What are the grave ones? Grave ones are like the waves in the ocean, sometimes big waves, they come into the shore of the ocean. They are called vasanas. Vasana means, you see, you take a liquor bottle, you pour water and you rinse it properly and throw it out, and again you feel vasana is there, still there. Now you put surf and everything, you put very heavily, you wash it and you dry it now. After that also, the smell is there a little bit. So no matter how much you do, there is a little bit lingering inside. It's not going to go so easily. So that is called vasana. Vasana means it keeps stinking, it keeps smelling. So vasanas are some examples for asanas are like people struggle a lot to get out of the smoking habit. Huh? They struggle a lot. No drinking. If at all they get habituated to liquor and all drinking, they are more serious ones. They're not ordinary ones. And there are third degree. They are called samskara. Samskara means they are very deeply engraved into our hearts. Hmm? Like you take a wet cement. When it is wet, you draw a line with a what do you call a stick and all. You draw lines, and you leave them. Then what happens? They are completely dried out now. Now you cannot erase them so easily. Huh? You as soon as water you pour, it goes into that groove. Again and again water goes into that groove. You have seen sometimes if you construct wrongly height and all, then what happens? Water goes and stays there. No. Any number of times you mop it out, again water goes and stays there. So like that, it is very difficult to get out of those habits. They are called very grave habits. They are called samskara. They are like, vrittis we compare to ripples on the water, and vasanas we compare to the waves in the ocean, and they are bigger ones. They can even sometimes pull you and take you inside also. They look seeming not very harmful, but sometimes they can engulf you also. But if you are a little away, then okay, you can easily come out. And the samskaras are not ordinary. Samskaras are like, tsunami wave. Tsunami wave just engulfs you and you are gone only. So they are like that. So these conditionings are the habits which we have cultivated ourselves. So we need to identify them properly. There are signs to come out of them. It's not very easy. There are so many organizations. They are working on de-addictions. People who are got into drugs, liquor, drugs and smoking, all this thing. There are so many methodologies what they are using and they are struggling like anything. The success rate of their positive bringing back is very less. Is less than 1%. Very, very difficult. Even when these habits to bring about. And the samskaras are like, they ruin complete life only. So let us learn about them. Oh, sorry. My computer screen of time is too less, I think. I'll just try to do it. I think it is an empowerment. Okay. Okay. So now we are talking about these vrittis, vasanas, no? Okay. First we will see you saw the video, no? One fellow video you saw now, just now. Then when I entered, he was doing some exercise, and he was stretching himself, and this fellow, he is going on a streak in a truck. Nobody asked him to actually push the car, such a wonderful car. Now it seems that he may say, you are pushing the car, I helped you, what you are saying, But what did he do? Is there any sane man who pushes not such a wonderful, slick, nice car, costly car, pushes out of the valley? No. Actually, he is doing some nonsense with his. Okay. Now you see there are few more videos. We will see about that. I see this video. I'll show you. Video is very attractive. Now it is visible? He's playing with crocodile. See this fellow, what is he doing? He's too much overconfident. He might have done this exercise and he might have trained the crocodile many times. There was many times even this overconfidence, the people who have trained even lions in the live show, the lions have eaten the ringmaster already. They have attacked on them and just pounced upon them and eaten them. So this is overconfidence. There's one more video which brings about overconfidence. You see this.
下一则新闻是今天下午进行的追远总决赛，大家都在观看着，等待着这一个激动的时刻的到来。这位选手，他已经做好准备了，大家报以热烈的掌声。他已经做好了准备活动，两个眼睛紧紧地盯着这棵树。
Everybody walking now, because there's nothing to see there. See what happens, this overconfidence, this pride. He wanted to show off that when huge tree comes, I am the person who can catch it also. There's such a huge tree falling also. He wanted to show it. He might have caught small trees before, but he wanted to do it a big experiment with a big tree. Now he's finished. Especially when there are girls around. People want to show off so much their own strength in such a way that to impress others. So these are very difficult things to deal with, that ego comes in picture. When the ego comes, false pride comes into picture. People get carried away, they want to prove themselves to others. So this is also a habit which we have created for our mind. Devotees who are sitting there, wall, they can move forward because it's a very difficult position to sit more time there. You feel sleepy and you feel very uncomfortable later. Okay. So you see this, now the third video, which is much more serious. Okay, you see this video. The monkey is trying to pull the ears of the tiger. That fellow, if at all tiger catches him once, he'll tear him into pieces only. So our mind is exactly like this monkey only. So what is that we say? Idle man's mind is a devil's workshop. So this monkey, it actually represents our own mind. Himself cool, calm, even at one moment also. Our friend Vajra Krishna was telling in the morning, my God, how much activity. Whenever it is active, it keeps on thinking that, thinking, I'll do this, I'll do this way, I'll become the hero, I'll show off to everyone, I'm the greatest. This kind of, they do even, there is something called, people call it as skydiving. Skydiving? Skydiving means what they do, they go on the plane, in middle they open the window, on. There are many incidences. It happened, their parachute did not open, they crashed down, hit their head and became chutney, as if a tomato fell down. They became chutney, nothing is visible, just they are finished. They are not, later on some of them started calling as not skydiving, it is skydying, jumping from the sky to die. So this is what people want to prove themselves. The passionate desires are driving them like anything. So sometimes these habits which look very attractive, especially in the college, especially all of you are young boys, the mind also says that, this fellow who is useless, this fellow has also girlfriend, what about me? I am good, I am very beautiful, I am very handsome. This kind of passionate desires keep coming in our mind, which girl is better for me, who suits me and all. This kind of thinking goes on in the young boys' minds also. But these are very dangerous kinds of thoughts when we give vent in. There are many incidences which happened that when I was studying as a student, just one day before me coming to the college, there was a very bright student. He was there first year, second year he passed very nicely. In the third year, third semester, like not third semester, third year means fifth semester also. So what happened, he connected with one girl. Now slowly his grades went down, and in the third year he failed also. Fourth year some of the papers are remaining, he couldn't pass, but the girl has passed like anything. The girl was actually cooperating with them. They used to roam in the bike, in the streets of the town and all. Everybody knows that these people are, but his grades were going down. He went on to fail in the exams, and eventually what happened, this girl got passed out. Then she got a job also. She went and she even married another boy, and he remained. Fourth year he has to study in the college. He remained there. The moment he came to know this girl has passed out, his own classmate who got company in the same, job in the same company, she got married to him. Then this fellow couldn't show his face to anybody, and immediately what he did, the same petrol in the bike what he used to roam on in the streets event in the daytime, he took out the petrol from there and he put on his body, and he burnt himself completely because he couldn't bear the pain of not having the girl. The girl especially got married to his own classmate. He lost his papers, lost all the money, wasted all his time, his career is spoiled for her, that girl. Now that girl has ditched him like anything. So he went into so many difficulties. One more place where it happened, another college, in another IIT, it happened that a boy, they were friends from first year. They became more and more close. By third year came, the girl has become pregnant. Now slowly everybody is getting to know the news that this boy is, actually father of that baby inside the womb. Actually that girl hails from a village. So there are 20 people who came, that they cut కొడవళ్ళు అంటారు సరే, ఆ కొడవళ్ళు పెద్ద దొంగలు పట్టుకొని రూమ్కి వచ్చారన్నమాట. He opened, he got hidden inside the room. They got it opened. They gave him a warning, if you don't marry that girl now, we are going to kill you right here. So on that basis, he had to marry that girl, and both of them are debarred from the college, the girl and the boy, because it became such a big issue in the town, and college reputation went down. So they both of them are debarred, and the boy was put into jail also before he got married also, and his career got ruined. IIT was studying in, career got ruined, and he is not able to do anything now. Now he has to get just married to the girl. Now they have to do something in their life. So they went on to such a bad position because he couldn't control their senses, like something like this only, which is their pride. So the pride, and they want to show off. They want to have a girlfriend also. Then they go more and more close. See, the boys are compared to butter, and the male are compared to butter, and the women, they are compared to fire. No matter how long you keep the butter inside the fridge, 10 years, 20 years, it is safe. The moment you bring in front of the fire, what will happen? Butter has to melt. The principle works. No matter 20 years, it is frozen inside the refrigerator. So boy has to melt. So this is what is the nature's principle. It said, Nanvagni nama pramada dhruta kumbha samahpuman. Nanvagni means, pramada means girl. Girl is compared to fire. Ghrita kumbha samapuman, the pot of ghee is compared to, man is compared to. What is that? Nanvagni nama pramada Ghrita kumbha samapuman. Sutamapi raho jahyad anyada yavadavartako. That's why, man, be careful. Even if you are sitting next to your daughter also, very careful. Because Sutamapi raho jahyad anyada yavadarthakrit. You know what to speak of anybody else. Yesterday also we were discussing, in the rekindling wisdom, what we were discussing, that it's very difficult, very dangerous to actually deal with women right now in this time. But nowadays, what happened in the name of modern education, co-education, everything, boys and girls. Now all of you are sitting here so long. You are in front of devotees. Our behavior is completely different from how we behave in the college, isn't it? How many of you agree with me? Raise your hands. Completely. Now you think about, as soon as a girl comes inside here, what will happen? One girl enters this assembly. Immediately people's mindset changes. Antenna is on where that girl is moving. So see, immediately our behavior changes. Now what to speak of 20 girls and 20 boys sitting together. So this is a very dangerous situation. So there is a nice story which happened in Tirupati only, just 200-300 years back. There was a very wonderful Brahmana boy. His name was Madhav. It's recorded in Sri Venkateshwar Mahatyam. That's so there, and the stories what they write, and that's recorded there. The Madhav was a very wonderful boy, Brahmana boy. He was doing every day samskaras in the morning, Gayatris and everything. He was doing all the yajnas and everything. His father is assisting his father, getting the firewood and everything, flowers, in worshipping the Lord. He was assisting his father very nicely. Very, very cultured boy, Madhav. One day, he went into the jungle to get some flowers. He went there in the morning time. There, just sun rose. Then he saw a beautiful girl there. It's a darkish girl, but very, very beautiful. So he saw there, and he immediately got attracted to that girl. So he was not able to say no. He knows what he's doing is wrong. But he went there and he asked that girl, what is your name? Where are you coming from? And everything. I saw you and I got attracted to you like anything. Then girl said, oh my God, what is this? This is not very good. I belong to this, a tribal family there. I live in the jungle. No, I come here for getting things of the forest and everything. This is not good for you. You are a Brahmana boy. And next day also this boy went. And that time the Kuntala was there. Her name was Kuntala. So he went, and again, I want to marry you somehow or other. I'm not able to control my mind. I want to marry you. The Kuntala says, okay. Now you ask your parents, what do they say? I'll also ask my parents. Whatever they say, I'll follow. Otherwise, don't come to me. She had some culture, So she went back, and next day, when they meet again, the Kuntala said, I asked my father. My father said, if at all you get to marry me, then you have to leave your family. You have to come and live with our community. Whatever we are doing, you have to get adjusted in that community. You should live there only. Then only you can marry. He said, oh, that's very nice. I can come to your community and I can marry you. I'll remain with you. But what about your parents said? I just don't care what they say. So I'm going to come. I'm going to marry. Then he goes back, and in front of his parents only, bags his bag, money and everything. And they ask him, where are you going? Forget about it. I'm not going to tell. I'm going. Then he went. He left. Parents were in the beginning became angry. Later on they were crying. Where are you going? They were not understanding. Then he left. He came to their community. Then they got married. They said, now you become part of our community. So they are meat eaters, hardcore meat eaters. The father of that girl, Kuntala, he used to hunt cranes and wild animals in the forest. and they have to bring. So now you also have to hunt. Now this fellow was also hunting. Like in a few days, he was also hunting cranes. He was also hunting different animals, and he was putting them in his shoulder and bringing them, and he was made to eat them also. So immediately he got degraded into all the bad habits. After a few days, it happened so that Kuntala, this girl died out of a snake bite. The Kuntala died. Now after a few days, what happened? After Kuntala dying, this man has got a disease. You know this కుష్టు వ్యాధి అంటారు చూసారా, దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, leprosy. He got contacted with leprosy. His hands got started melting down, fingers started melting down. He was not able to walk on whole different parts of the body. The leprosy has come. Now they recognized this fellow. He got a very deadly disease now. They said, we cannot keep you under our community. They said that outside our village, we are going to keep you under a tree. We'll give you food every day. We'll give you water. That much only we can give you. You cannot live in our community. So they left him under a tree, and he was living there, eating whatever they leave. After they eat whatever they leave, he was eating. He was looking at one direction, his own village, where cultured people are there. They will not allow him now. And in this side, these people are also not allowing. He was very much frustrated. But what can he do? He cannot go anywhere. He was just living under the tree. After a few days, some devotees started, coming very nicely. Somebody knows Mridangam here? Kartal, somebody can play? I can play Mridangam. So some devotees started coming, going to Tirumala. They were singing very nicely. Govinda Hari Govinda Venkataramana Govinda Govinda Hari Govinda Venkataramana Govinda Govinda Hari Govinda Venkataramana Govinda Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare So many days he didn't even see one a flying bird or something, some cow moving here and there. That's what he could see, and nobody else. Now devotees have started coming, so they were going. Then he called them, Govinda, Govinda. He called them. Then they came and asked what happened. Then he told his story. He said, I am become like this now. I am practically till the time I die, I am going to remain here. He was telling, and he said, I want to come to Tirumala. I want to take darshan of Lord Balaji. I have degraded like this. I want to come to him. They said, okay, if you want to come, you come with us. They said. Then he started moving with them. They were also helping him to go. And when they are moving, after one hill he climbed, the second hill was very steep, going up, that he couldn't move. So then he said to them, no, you are taking so much struggle for me. Please, you go up and pray to Balaji. I want to come and take his darshan. If at all I become little normal, then I'll come and take his darshan. I want to dedicate my life to him only now. So like that, he had asked them to pray, and he also intensely was crying. He was understanding that, I did a very, very grave mistake of committing, leaving my own family, my culture, everything. And I was mad after this girl. Now girl is also gone. I have got this leprosy. So he was crying bitterly. Then they went away. Okay, they told that, okay, remain here, and they went away. After a couple of days, he got slowly getting recovered from the disease what he has. Actually, leprosy is not very easy disease to get recovered. But by God's grace, he was getting relieved. And immediately he started going up. And by the time, next few days, by the time he went up, his leprosy is completely cured. Now he said, now this is the life which is given by Balaji now. Suddenly increased. Hare Krishna. So now I'm just going to dedicate my life for the service of Lord Balaji only, for nothing else. So he decided and he remained there. This is a nice story of Madhava. This is a real story, what we are discussing about. So now you can see, now he has left his own, samskara as a Brahmana, what he was doing and everything. He got attracted to a bad side of, and he went on to actually go and marry that girl and finally contaminated himself with so many bad habits and all these things. By Lord's mercy, he could come out. By the nice chanting of the holy names, he got attracted and he wanted to go. He developed a desire. Eventually, Lord has helped him. So, this way, what we need to do, though we have got some bad habits, they're all curable surely by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. All of you are able to see some difference because you have started chanting Hare Krishna. How many of you are able to see some difference in yourself? Yes. Otherwise, why do we can't continue to chant Hare Krishna? Right? We all have got some realization. As soon as I start chanting, then there is difference in my own consciousness. I'm able to say no to wrong things now. I'm able to say yes to right things. So this is what is a strength that is offered by Supreme Lord. You see here, now if we don't do the things rightly, we don't take right directions, then he can even degraded like anything in this own life. And the next life, surely the degraded life we get. So I'm going to show a few more videos now. Okay, you see this video now. This video talks about wrong tendencies. When somebody goes wrong, so this is a video which shows probably this fellow must be a maths teacher in the previous life. Now he has become a dog. You see that? Now you all of you count nicely. The dog is going to do mathematics. You see now. All of you count whether dog is rightly doing mathematics or not.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, and last number is 10. You? You're a good boy. Give me answer. Quick. 1 plus 1. 3 plus 2. 5 plus 1. 7 plus 1. Now, give me answer. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 4. 6 minus 3. 7 minus 4. 8 minus 4. 10 minus 3. Very good. Good.
See this fellow? He must be a very good maths teacher in the previous life, right? Now, he might have done something wrong, some nonsense he might have done. That's why now he's born as a dog. Now, dog is teaching the mathematics. Now, that whatever conditioning was there, that is going to the next life now. It's there in the, see, the condition is there in the body, external body. But conditioning is there in the subtle mind. In the mind, the conditioning is there. Now, because when we die, what happens? All of you know? The soul with a subtle body, he leaves the gross body, external gross body, and goes to the next body. Subtle body is there with him. So conditions go to the next life also. So whatever we take, so people say, अरे मैं कुछ भी करूंगा, क्या करूंगा तो क्या होगा, कुछ नहीं होता है, सब कुछ मैं अच्छा ही रहूंगा. Some people say like that, but it is very like they are also like a proud people, like who was trying to catch the tree, that they are going to die like that only. So nothing pride. Now whatever we develop, conditionings, they are going to go with us. So then that's why we need to choose right conditionings. Otherwise, we are going to land up in wrong conditionings. So now you see, right conditionings also are there. Now you see, this child is hardly 5 years old. 5 months, 5 months old. Usually, children start speaking after 9 months. My mother was also telling this. She was saying after 8 to 9 months, the children are going to speak. But this child is very, very special child. So this child starts speaking like 4 to 5 months only. The child is speaking like this. You see.
Namami Shwaram Sachidananda. बताओ. Namami Shwaram Sachidananda. Rupam.
This is
Kundalam Gokule Bhraj.
Manam.
Yashoda Bhiyolukha Labda.
Manam.
Paramrishta Matyanta Todrute.
Gopya.
Rudantamu Hurnetra Yugmam.
Brujantam.
Karambhoji Yugmena Shatanka.
Netram is speaking.
Muhushwas Kampatri Rekhanka.
Kantham.
Stitagrav Damodaram Bhakti.
Badham.
Iti Draksva Leela Bhir Ananda.
Kunde.
Swaghosham Nimajyanta Makhya.
Payantam.
Tadiyeshu Tagneshu Bhakta.
So now see, now this child is born to a devotee parents. And at the 5 months only, actually the mother was listening to Damodarashtakam the whole month and everything when he was inside the womb. Now fellow who came out, now he wanted to hear that all the time. And when he hears, he knows all the words, The mother is teaching them last words now. He's able to remember very clearly, very nicely he is hearing. So there are right scripts, what we develop in our own life, they are going to land up, we are not going to go waste. Nothing is going to go waste. It's going to go with us eternally. Right conditionings will help us to go to a right destination. Now you see this child, is one more child, he is actually attracted to the holy name like anything. Like all of us are chanting, Hare Krishna, right? How many of them mad chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna? I have to chant all the time. How many of us are mad? See, all of us also will develop that taste for the chanting of the holy name. Little later, it takes time. Now, there are devotees who are chanting after 30 years, 40 years, they may develop that. That is not very easy thing to develop. Very high stage, Ruchi. After Nishta, one may develop Ruchi. After the 9 steps are there, we'll learn later on. But now you see this child, another child, is a devotee of one devotee named Hari Parshad Prabhu. I know him very closely. His child, now you see his response.
Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Want to listen?
Ram, Hare Hare.
Stop him, he'll cry. He'll cry. If you stop, he'll cry.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
He's enjoying,
Ram,
enjoying the holy name.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Again he'll cry. You cannot stop chanting. Chant. He's actually crying. It's not acting.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Now you have seen. Now this is another child who has developed so much taste for the chanting holy name. Then how do you think that this boy has developed so much taste? Any raise of hands? How did he develop this? Yeah, here. Okay, maybe after that. Yeah.
In her past life, she did some devotion.
It's not ordinarily got. He might have performed lot of devotional activities in the past life. That's how he is able to be born with a taste for the holy name. Yes, thank you. He is not get carried away by any other sound. He will only want Hare Krishna Mahamantra sound only, nothing else. You can test him. Go and test him also. Okay, speak.
Answer only. I thought like when she's pregnant, he might have heard the Hare Krishna Mahamantra many times in the womb and
Yeah.
got habituated by it.
And even to come to the somebody's womb where devotees are parents, no, parents are devotees, is also not ordinary thing, no. He has come to right destination. It said everything happens under the direct supervision of the Supreme Lord. Nothing happens in this world automatically. You know what he said? The verse is there. What he says? Karmana daiva netrena jantur dehopapattaye. Striya pravishta udaram pumsoreta kanashraya. That's what Srimad Bhagavatam is saying. What is saying? Which particular womb you are going to enter in the next life is going to be decided by karmana. Karmana means what activities you did in this world. Daiva netrena, under the supervision of Supreme Lord. It's not that arbitrarily you are going to do something. Karmana daiva netrena jantu. Jantu means a soul enters the womb of the mother. Karmana daiva netrena jantu dehopa upattaye. Striya pravishta udaram means in the womb of the mother is going to enter, and pumso reta kanashraya, where he takes shelter of? Takes shelter of the reta kana, that is semen particle of the man. He takes shelter and he goes there. So everything is happening not arbitrarily. Now the particular kind of body we have got, particular kind of mindset we have got, particular type of facilities we have got in the world, in his life, they're all the results of the previous activities. It's not that arbitrarily they are given like that, some shape need to come, they have come like that. It's not like that. If the soul enters into a dog's body, that particular body we are going to receive. And the freedom is very much restricted. And a bird's body, then a little more freedom. You can fly anywhere, but hardly anything what you are going to achieve. You are going to die like, someday you are going to die, under some other bird will eat you or something, whatever. So, wherever we go, according to our activities only we go there. Nothing happens arbitrarily. So, knowing this, it doesn't mean that we need to demean someone. Arey, you did that thing in the previous life, you have cultivated that kind of thing, that's why you have got this. Now you suffer. No. The karma principle is there. But it is not meant to see someone into demeaning what they have received. For what? But to take the responsibility of the future destination what we are going to receive. We are supposed to take responsibility of what we do now. It's like this, no? 1 month before the exams, you don't study anything. You just loiter here and there. 1 day before you try to study and you sleep off and you go to give an exam and come back. After 1 month, means from the time what you did negligence, after 2 months result is going to come. The result is going to depend on what? 2 months back what you did. Exactly. Surely there is some more thing is there according to your karma and previous activity also. That result also will combine together and you are going to get some result. So for a bad student, nice marks are coming means it's only temporary. Now he's a bad student. The future is going to be very dark for him. In the same way, what kind of activities we do now, what kind of samskaras we are going to develop, what kind of vrittis, what kind of vasanas, we might have gone into some wrong habits, wrong relationships, wrong kinds of lifestyle we have developed. If we don't set it right now, what will happen in the future? It's going to be very, very difficult. So how many of you all are yourself know, right? We cultivate a habit of waking up late in the morning, right? What happens? Slowly, it becomes very difficult to get up, is it not? Same thing. Whatever we invest our time and energy into that, that's what we are going to become. Huh? Then how to get out of the bad habits? So in your booklet, it is given here. See, how to say no to bad habits? It's given here. First thing is stay away from the tempting environment and association. Like you cannot expect yourself to get out of the habit of smoking by having the friends who smoke. Whenever they smoke, then again trigger is coming in yours. So you first stay away from the tempting environment and association, and substitute by good habits. Then you have to have some activity which will take away your mind from the bad habits, the tendency. The thoughts are coming up. Okay, let me not get into that. Let me do a right thing now. So this is a way to get out of the bad habits. So unless you have association, guiding force, guiding knowledge, you cannot do those things very easily. Okay, the Shoka Moha Bhaya, it happens because of our own activities in the past, but we can also get out of them. See, now there is a science given here. How to say yes to good habits. This is also given here. See, some people say that lack of belief that they can change. मैं बदल सकता हूँ क्या? Can I change? That they don't believe in. See, what he needs? He needs faith that they can change themselves. Right? So what do they do? They need to do that. They have to see the examples of those who have undergone radical change by giving up similar bad habits. Like we have in ISKCON, we have somebody called hippies in the Western world who have taken up to chanting Hare Krishna and they have become happies. That's the example we can clearly see. And we can apply into our life and see ourselves. Am I becoming better by chanting Hare Krishna every day? By being in the right Sangha of devotees? That's what we can check out. Then you choose. Then you choose to be in the association of devotees. Lack of desire to change. Some people have मुझे बदलना इतना deep desire नहीं है. Then what happens? He needs a right intent and awareness of what happens. Sometimes we don't know the consequences of doing wrong. Now we have seen, right? What we are going to become. We are going to become like a dog. Maths teacher became dog. Or a devotee who is already born with nice, wonderful, good qualities. So by seeing that, what happens? I also need to develop good habits in my life. Good conditioning I need to make. So keeping company with good devotee friends, they'll keep on, encouraging you, helping you to how to cultivate nice habits. This also will help you to cultivate that good, that change, desire to change. Okay, some people say lack of discrimination. Discrimination means what is right, what is wrong. Can anyone say here what is right, what is wrong? When you stay in the association of devotees, you don't get to know what is right, what is wrong. Devotees practically know everything. Anything you ask them, they'll have answer to you. What is good for you, what is not good for you. Such a wonderful, fortunate situation, Discrimination means to know which is right, which is wrong. I don't know. So then we can get. So we need intelligence. We can read nice books, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, that kind of books. They clearly tell you what is right, what is wrong. So people say, I have no discipline, no. I have not cultivated discipline anytime. I am very careless in my life. No problem. Needs determination and willpower. Chanting Hare Krishna. Chanting Hare Krishna will give a lot of determination. I was also that kind of student, who was like not happy to study, not every day regularly studying is a very difficult for me. That time when I was a student also. But I have got, by the time I came in association of devotees, I studied, I did the needful. I got 9 point, almost 8.9 I got when I was passing out my MSc Tech 3 years course in NIT Warangal. Actually, I was having 7 pointer in the first semester. From next semester onwards, my grades went on going high. I got 8.9. First semester only 7. This was my situation because I was into very many bad habits before getting into the college. But chanting Hare Krishna and association devotees helped us a lot of motivation, lot of free from distraction environment that is there available. So we can say good habits like this. And okay, you can read all of you. This is a small lecture by Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya. This part of this you can read yourself. We don't have so much time now. So what can we do is next 4 minutes, we can do this dialogue. Okay. Very nice dialogue. Is Krishna consciousness not some type of conditioning? This is what Srila Prabhupada answers. That same Prabhupada conversation is put into Ram Sham. I need two devotees. Ram and Sham. Okay. Yesterday you acted also, no? Okay, you can come. You can get your book. Please come. Come up with the mics. And maybe stand here. Okay, you become Ram. Yeah, he'll become Ram and you become Sham. Come here. Ram, you can start. You can read slowly, clearly, and distinctly. Huh? Read.
Today, Today I had a tough time with one of our athletic classmates, Rabi. He was arguing repeatedly on the point that this Krishna consciousness is a type of conditioning. He said we should not accept any such conditioning and be subjected to control. Rather, we should have complete freedom. Earlier, parents and teachers were conditioning us, and now why should we continue to be continued by Krishna consciousness?
Yes, we agree that Krishna consciousness is conditioning, certainly. Our position is that we must be conditioned. If you become conditioned by God, that is your perfection. And if you become conditioned by Maya, that is your trouble. But in either case, you must be conditioned. You can't be independent. Either Either we have to be law abiding citizens of the state or we have to be put in jail by the government. Either way, we are under the government.
Does that not appear a bit cruel, Sham? Why not everybody be given complete freedom to be joyful?
Why do you feel so? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mahatmanas tu mam
Partha,
Partha
Daivi,
Daivam
Prakritim
Prakritam Asrita. The great souls, the Mahatmas are under my spiritual nature. So the devotees are still conditioned. They are under Krishna's spiritual nature, Daivi Prak-
Prakriti.
Prakti.
Prakriti. Yes.
First of all, we must understand that our natural position is to be conditioned. Now, by whom shall we be conditioned? A small child is that our given a little freedom by the parents, but when the child misuses the freedom
Take that.
by catching knife, eating dirt, running into the road, that parents take charge of protecting the child. Thus, they stop him. Then the naughty child might cry aloud due to not liking the intervention of the parents. A good child, however, voluntarily puts himself in a safe custody of parents. Devotees of Lord are like that. Krishna says, Sarva dharmam parityaja mam ekam
Sharanam Vraja.
saranam vraja. Become conditioned like that. Become conditioned by like that. Krishna, me, surrender to me. Then you will be happy. Those who are thinking will not be conditioned or in Maya, illusion. The Veda says, Nityo Nityanam Setanam
Chetanam.
Yeko
Bahunam
Bahunam.
yo vidadhati kaman.
Comma. Among all the eternal living beings, one is supplying all the rest of their necessities of life. So God is supplying us with the necessities of life. Therefore, we should recognize that we are living under His control and serve Him. Suppose you are giving me all my necessities of life. Should I reciprocate by rendering some service to you or by demanding complete independence? We simply become more and more bound by Maya.
Oh, definitely. But since we are living in an age of freedom of thought, freedom of speech, etc., so it is not enough to just replace the bad conditioning by good and just leave the candidate to have freedom.
Bad conditioning or good conditioning, where is the freedom? Both a prisoner in jail and the citizen in the state are both controlled by the laws of state. You are not free. You have simply gone from bad conditioning to good condition. How you think you are free?
So, in other words, your idea is to give people a better conditioning.
No, not a better conditioning. Scriptures teach us to cultivate the best and the purest conditioning. The best conditioning is to be under the control of Krishna. That is the first class way of life. And that is the only way to get free from the control of the material energy, Maya Shakti. If a boy doesn't listen to parents, then Father deputes a tuition teacher to handle him. Similarly, if we align with God, we are happy, else God leaves us to be under Maya's clutches in this material world, and we suffer threefold miseries and struggles for existence.
That I agree, Sham. I have seen myself that Casey has made my mind
Krishna
peaceful.
consciousness.
Krishna,
Krishna consciousness has made.
Krishna consciousness has made my mind peaceful, habits clean, friendships more fulfilling, intelligence more sharp, and overall life joyful. Thanks to you for cutting my doubts to pieces by establishing the glorious philosophy of Krishna consciousness. I am joyful to have made the right choice of accepting Krishna consciousness in my life.
Your realization about Krishna consciousness is beautiful, Ram. It sounded like a poetry as you spoke. I also appreciate your thoughtful question. As we discuss such matters, the philosophy becomes clear for both of us, and therefore you helped me to come closer to Lord one step more. Thank you, Ram.
Reborn. Very nice, no? Conversation is very nice. Huh? So, little more we'll try to learn next 5-10 minutes. Lunch is getting, for all of you, lunch is getting ready there. Before they set up, we'll discuss little more. So, here, all of us are coming to understand all of our mind. It's not a very easy thing to control, right? So, in this conversation, what is being spoken is, some people may argue, Arey, you are also getting conditioned only by, right conditioning. What Srila Prabhupada is telling? What Srila Prabhupada said about this? Right, it's right conditioning. This is also conditioning only. What Prabhupada said about that? Not Prabhupada, Sham said. It's the purest conditioning. And it is the eternal conditioning actually. What it is, the soul has to be surely under the control of either Maya Shakti or Krishna Shakti. It has to be. We cannot function otherwise. So, why not to work under Krishna Shakti, positive conditioning, which is helpful for ourselves and helpful for everybody else also around, So, you tell me, what kind of progress he is going to make, or he is making anybody else to advance, go further in that, by doing a wrong conditioning. Somebody becomes a drunkard. Now, the liquor shop person is becoming more richer. He is going to drink more liquor only, that's all, because he has so much liquor with him. Well, how is it going to help? It's not going to help anyway. Both for himself and everybody else also. But if you get out of that, then you can do much more positive work in your own life. You can take care of your own family very nicely. You can take care of many more people. You can give Krishna consciousness to them. You can get out of their own bad habits, and actually they can ascend to spiritual world. So much good can happen just by one person changing. Like now I'm sitting here myself. In 2006, it appeared like, I was just doing Krishna consciousness for myself only. That time it was benefit for myself only. Now, then many more devotees, there are many more people who are getting benefited now. Because I practice my Krishna consciousness, I am giving my time and energy. So you can also share this Krishna consciousness. No need to become a monk like me. Everybody may not be able to become. But people who are becoming grihasthas also, they are helping so many more. I know one professor in IIT Tirupati. His name is Sri Kishore Prabhu. How many of you know him? Have seen him? Sankalpa camp he came, right? So he's a grihastha. He has 2 children, very wonderful children. The girl is very expert in remembering so many dialogues of a drama. She enacts a drama. And the boy is very expert in many skills. He knows piano, harmonium, he knows flute, he knows many instruments, he knows music. Music is mad for him, He sings Hare Krishna very, very nicely. He does very brilliant student. So, there's so many wonderful people he's making Krishna consciousness in the college also. He's helping us into reaching out into IIT. There are so many students who are taking so much tough time, to handle the mental problems. So there is something called counseling and guidance cell, CGU they call it as, counseling and guidance cell, CGC. Okay. So in that cell, whoever professor is handling that particular department, they're all frustrated. So many mental cases come to us, and they don't know how to handle only. And this sir, He's alone. He is solving so many problems of so many students being in the college by giving them spiritual methods to get out of them. So he's doing so much preaching. So anywhere, when in the beginning it may happen that we are only practicing, but many more people we can share this knowledge also. Much more positivity you can create by doing right conditioning. You can bring so many healing cells to the society. Society is now cancerous. All around is cancerous only, right? Cancerous cell. Everybody is getting into wrong habits. Everybody is trying to exploit everybody else. They are hitting each other, kicking each other. That's what is happening in the society. Countries are kicking each other's, right? So many wars are happening. But we can become the part of the healing cells of the society by practicing ourselves very nicely and best conditioning. Actually, that conditioning we are going back to, which is the original conditioning of the soul. Being Krishna, he is completely happy and satisfied. He doesn't need anything outside. So that conditioning, when you enter, his needs becomes very less. Nothing. You ask me, what are your needs? Once in a year or 1.5 years, I need one pair of dhoti kurta. That's all. What else we need? Some prasadam every day. But we can do so much service to the society by making right conditioning in our own life. Okay? So I wish all of you to take advantage of this. So vrittis, vasanas, and even the samskaras can be also changed by Krishna consciousness lifestyle. This is seen by the history only. History of ISKCON in 50 years. More than 130 countries we have chanting Hare Krishna programs going on. More than 130 countries around the globe. And so many people are becoming devotees. So many people who are Westerners, they've gone into so many bad habits and they are also coming out. We have come yesterday only. Till yesterday we were serving a group of devotees from Southern Africa. So many devotees who are Indians who went and settled there also. They are also finding this Krishna conscious movement is the best. There are Westerners also. But along with that, many people who have lost their own culture, they are also coming back and connecting to Krishna conscious culture. So we have much more service to offer to society wonderfully. So I wish all of you, may these sessions what you are hearing, take good advantage of that and keep associating out with your devotees and practice right conditionings, purest conditionings. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Mahaprasadam ki jai.
Hare Krishna.